It's time for a high-stakes bantamweight battle between Alana, the Alanimal Cook, and Andrea, the Amazon Watson. Alana Cook impressed the crowd in Niagara Falls with a dominant victory at BTC XXVI. Cook is eager to prove she belongs among the top bantamweights in the country. With a statement win in Belleville, she could do just that. But in her way is the Amazon, Andrea Watson. A decorated combat sports athlete with impressive accolades in kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, and boxing, the Amazon is ready to make her mark in MMA. With the ability to end fights on the feet or on the ground, Watson is looking for an early finish in Belleville. Let's get this one started. It's time for Alana, the Alanimal Cook, versus Andrea, the Amazon Watson.
We went over the rules in the back. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions at all times. So back to your point.
Ladies and gentlemen, this BTC Women's Bantamweight matchup will be decided in 3 rounds or less.
And our referee for this women's bantamweight bout, it's the Chief Rocca, Matthew Rocca. Here we go between Andrea Watson and Alana Cook, and Alana just shoots in for a takedown seconds in.
Well, Andrea said she was prepared for this, but right away, Alana gets that nice body lock takedown.
Just trying to take the back. Good wrist control here by Cook.
Alana's looking to pass. Good job from Andrea to regain her guard. She's looking to sit up, trying to maybe threaten the guillotine. Maybe sweep attempt. But
yeah, good work right here in half guard. And that's a statement there from Cook. If Andrea knew that was going to happen and you go right away, seconds in from Alana and get a takedown.
Well, Alana told us that she said Andrea is the most dangerous in the first 2 minutes of the fight. So maybe she's trying to put her where she doesn't want to be early, take the wind out of her sails right away, gas her a little bit. But Andrea doing a good job off her back here, hitting some nice elbows. And she's trying to turn her hips now, chase an arm.
Well, Watson's already gone longer than her pro debut, which was just 34 seconds back in 2023.
So she's going to give up her back if she keeps turning. Let's see if Alana can capitalize on this position.
Good ground and pound here by Cook, looking for the rear naked choke.
She's got one hook in. Andrea's got to look to use the cage, try and scrape Alana off of her back.
Watson's doing whatever she can here to defend, just getting her neck taken. Not rushing anything too here is Cook. Taking her time, making Watson carry her weight.
Alana's got that over-under. She's got either the left arm underneath the left arm of Andrea. She might ride a little bit high here. Andrea's going to look to shake her off.
Yeah, Watson's trying to shake her off, but nice transition to roll through by Alana Cook.
So Andrea's punching from her back here. Doing a good job, actually. Not usually the thing you want to do when somebody's got your back, but it's effective right now. She's got to fight the hands of Alana and make sure as she's punched, she doesn't get that neck taken.
Yeah, just trying to be active here with her back taken is Watson, trying to everything in her power that Alana doesn't complete this rear naked choke attempt.
She doesn't want to get flattened out here. This is a bad spot for Andrea. Oh, she circled again.
Well, Cook's got all the time in the world, still pretty dry and working right in her corner.
Yeah, she got her coaches right 2 feet from her, yelling instructions, pretty much just having a conversation.
Yeah, just not rushing anything either.
Looks like she's going to sit up. Alana doing a good job of just keeping Andrea off balance and following her. Once again.
That's exactly it. Just wherever Andrea Watson goes, Alana Cook's got an answer and will just bring her back right to her body. Looking for that rear naked choke.
It's hard to tell from our angle. Their backs are to us here.
Doesn't totally have it in as Watson postures up.
He still has one arm underneath. But so far, this has been all grappling display, offensive from Alana Cook, trying to find this submission.
The Alanimal right here, out hungry, looking for a finish.
Use the maybe punch here. There she goes. Try and make Andrea make a mistake.
Well, Alana Cook, her pro debut, which took place in 2022, was a rear naked choke finish, so hasn't had a finish since, so you know that's something Cook's really trying to get right now. Give credit to Andrea Watson showing some good submission defense. Landing those shots, those ground and pound shots from behind her on Cook.
Not much on him, kind of hitting the top of the head, but still, you know, trying to show that she's fighting back and in this fight, even though she's in a defensive spot.
It's been a tough sledding for Watson, who just got taken down about 6 seconds into this fight.
Yeah, she's got to start using her feet and start taking the hooks off. That's what's been controlling her this whole time. Alana's been able to follow. That's what she needed to do right there. A nice elbow.
Watson with a flurry. Had to be careful for the elbow that came just as the horn was expiring, but the Alanimal was on the prowl in round one.
Yeah, that was 98% of that round was just Alana on her back, trying to find that rear naked choke. But credit to Andrea Watson, she did a good job defensively off her back there. You know, trying to do damage from having somebody on her back, and then that last 10-second flurry there, trying to make her pay for controlling her that whole round.
Well, Cook obviously from the star-studded Niagara top team, which is arguably the best gym in Canada right now, implementing the typical Niagara top team game plan. Go in, get a takedown, control the fight, look for a submission, stay active.
Yep. Going into the second round, what do you do for Andrea? Again, it's coming, but you got taken down, maybe just caught off guard. Now, throw something up the middle, just like we've seen earlier tonight. And for Alana, maybe you open up your hands a bit more. She's expecting that shot to come. Throw some punches at her, get her hands back up, and then come underneath.
Yeah, Andrea's going to have to try to find a way to maybe time that takedown attempt. That could come just a matter of seconds in, as it was a quick blast double leg from Alana Cook. But round two is underway. Light on her feet. Throws the kick, does Watson, but gets taken down yet again.
See, that's the problem with throwing a naked kick like that, Didn't set it up. Alana was able to catch it and use that for the takedown, and she ends up on her back again here. So we always say, try and put something in front of it, even if it's a feint. Just try and get their hands up before you throw that kick so they can't use it against you.
It was just an easy job there by Cook to catch the kick and bring the fight to her world, where she had all that success in round one. And once again, now trying to go right and take the back of Andrea Watson. Good ground and pound here from Cook.
She stepped over right to the mount. Andrea's doing a good job of 2-on-1 here momentarily, but Alana's staying with it. Both hooks in, flatten her out now. It's a bad spot.
Alana Cook trying to pour it on here to get the finish, but Watson able to at least turn to her front. Try to just cling on here to Cook.
One bad spot to the next, but like I said, there's no worse position than being flattened out and having your back taken and raining down shots on you. So she needs to look to push off, get a hip here, try to get back to maybe a half guard or even full guard eventually. Alana might be looking to set up
an arm triangle.
Yep. She's just kind of using this now to keep her in that position.
Yep, she's just using the leverage she has to her advantage, taking her time. I'm always impressed with the composure here of Alana Cook.
Yeah, she's.
Oh, big elbows though. Those look like they've hurt Watson.
Oh yeah.
More elbows again here from Cook.
Yeah, she just riding her very well, riding her hips. Every time she feels her move underneath, she just stays that one step ahead. That's a lot of energy used for Andrea on bottom to try to create space here. It's very suffocating.
Yeah, more ground and pound again. Just trying to set up that position before the submission attempt here is Cook.
Very good job of maintaining the full mount to back transitions here from Cook in the first and second round.
Yeah, good elbow again. That one got a piece of it that time, did Watson. Oh. Trying to maybe get a scramble enacted that time was Watson.
Watson's doing one big movement at a time. She needs to start stringing a couple movements together. You know, you need to shrimp to your left, right, buck, shrimp. A couple of things. One thing's not going to get her off you. You need to kind of string some multiple movements together.
And Cook continuing to just pour it on, fighting her fight, controlling, taking the back. Has landed some ground and pound and heavy elbows as well here in the second round.
She's got that far wrist control too. Doing a good job of just controlling the hands of Andrea Watson. And
just fighting her fight, which is what every fighter hopes to envision, just mapping out their game plan. There's a big flurry of punches with ground and pound.
Anytime that she gets that flattened out, she starts landing some good ground and pound, but credit to Andrea, she keeps moving, giving herself just enough life to move on to the next spot.
Oh, she gets flattened out and she feels those ground and pound. It just gives her that energy burst to at least try to posture up or move, stay alive. More control here from Cook. Just controlling here. And there's those back punches here from Watson that she did have some success in the first round landing. Not maybe so much here.
And those, you know, the punches show that she's still in the fight and she's trying to fight back, but she's not going to get out of that position by doing that.
No.
She's still stuck in this kind of like back take crucifix type position. And she's been on defense pretty much this whole fight.
Second round comes to a close, and it's another big one for the Niagara top team fighter. Josh, if you're in Andrea Watson's corner, what are you saying here? Because these rounds are starting to look really hard against you, probably 2 10-8 rounds.
Yeah, and right away I noticed in the start of the second round, when she came out, she came and almost like it was stayed in her corner on her back against the cage, and Alana took the center and came towards her. Andrea needs to do that. She needs to go take the center, keep her at length. And again, like I was saying, start throwing things up the middle. She's down. She needs a finish to win this fight. So go for broke. You know, if you end up on your back again, you know, that's the risk you take, but you're trying to throw something that's going to change the trajectory of this fight. And if we continue on this way, it's just going to be Alana again doing the same thing she's done the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, Cook's been able to just impose her will, get Watson down pretty quickly in each of these first two rounds. And, you know, she's pressing, looking for a finish, whether it's a rear naked choke or those ground and pounds. Watson, the one thing you can't take away from her is her toughness.
Oh, yeah. No, for sure. She's got lots of heart. She's fighting. She's been in a bad spot this whole fight.
Make some noise, Belleville. This is the third and final round of this matchup.
So third and final round here in our women's bantamweight bout between Alana Cook and Andrea Watson.
Well,
trying to get those hands going, get something going here for Watson.
Yep, she's got to go for it.
You can see the damage on Watson's face from those ground and pound. Tries the high kick. That's blocked by Watson.
She needs to set that up again. That's how she got taken down in the second. Again, just like that.
Yeah. Watson tried the high kick and Cook shot in and is looking to get this fight back to the ground for the third straight round.
Andrea needs to pummel in her right underhook. And start trying to circle and get away from the cage. Doing a good job with their whizzer or overhook. They're pulling Alana up to get her off her hips, but she's still stuck on this cage here. She needs to get some space.
This is exactly where Alana worked that part of the cage on Watson in round number 1.
Yep.
And there just drags Watson down again, does Cook.
Yep. Nice body work there from Alana with the body lock. Hips in, drags her to the mat. They work that extensively at Niagara Top Team on the wall all the time.
Well, the wall wrestling is one of the specialties for Niagara Top Team fighters.
Oh, yeah.
And now just working here in the half guard is Cook.
For Watson, it's just you got to get your feet, do more of this. You got to get your feet on the hips, things like that. Try to create some chaos. You know what I mean?
And just pouncing in again here. Another solid elbow from Cook.
Again, Alana just got to stay on top. Just look to keep pounding away. She's just being very positionally sound. There she goes full.
Oh, now she's pouring it on there with some good ground and pound.
I think she senses that she's so close to getting Andrea out of here.
I think if Alana's got to empty the tank here, I think if she wants that finish, I think she can just sense it, as you said, Josh.
Yep. She feels like she's right there. You know what I mean? If she just unleashes. But credit to Andrea, man. She's hanging tough.
She's definitely hanging tough.
Giving her back up.
As
this is what Alana needs to, push her hips down, flatten her out, and then unload. And maybe it'll open up that chin and she can sink in that choke.
And trying to get some form of a finish, just flattening her out, is Alana Cook. Well, Watson, to her credit, she showed some good submission defense at moments in this fight.
She has, yeah, especially on the RNC, the rear naked choke. She's done good at protecting her neck, fighting 2 hands on 1. But we see Atlanta's going for one choke with the 1 arm, and then when Andrea defends it, that's it. I'd like to see Alana string together a couple offensive movements with both arms, but she's doing a really good job of keeping that underhook of Andrea, and that's what's been controlling her the whole fight. So if you do go for it, you kind of give up that position. But in a case like this where she's up so much, she could probably afford to go for it.
Yeah,
but then again,
you're in control. You don't want to risk anything.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's on Andrea to try to change the course of this fight.
Yeah. And you know what, Alana, she's still trying to continue the momentum. Second fight for her under Niagara Top Team, and being as healthy as she is, they're trying to build those wins up, get some confidence going.
Oh, gets the both
now
hooks
has
in.
the hooks in, but trying to ground and pound. Alana Cook with some ground and pound here, trying to put away Andrea Watson.
She's pouring it out now. It's like she can feel that, that finish is close. She's been there very close this whole fight, but
trying to pass maybe for the arm
she's
triangle.
Trying to go for the arm triangle here. She's got to bring her right hip to the left side of Andrea. There she does. Now she needs to drop her weight, keep her head down towards the mat.
Matthew Rocca looking really
Making
closely
sure
in, but rolling on her side, though, is Watson.
Yeah, she's totally conscious.
Just that relentless Niagara Top Team pressure. Never let Andrea Watson get out of the blocks.
Andrea, for one thing, she's a survivor, that's for sure. She's tough to hang in there. But it's been...
Oh, that maybe nearly had the rear naked choke there, did Cook, but the horn goes
flawless,
to end this fight.
Pretty much a flawless victory for Alana Cook. Dominated from start to finish, using her wrestling, her grappling.
Well, the Alanimal was on the prowl, hungry for a victory, and she is most certainly going to get one here on the scorecards in dominant fashion.
Great positioning, great control.
Just took control of this fight from about 6 seconds in, Josh.
Yeah, she took it and ran away with it and didn't look back.
As you said, Josh, a flawless victory here for Alana Cook. Showcased her wrestling, her ability to look for submissions, and showcase some heavy ground and pound. As Alana Cook, another solid fighter out of the Niagara top team stable out in St. Catharines, Ontario. Alana Cook making a statement with that performance. And was able to just really never let Andrea Watson get out and do anything in this fight. Watson proved she was tough, a gritty fighter, and got some good cage time against a very talented fighter in Alana Cook.
Belleville, Ontario, please put a big round of applause together for both of the fighters in the center of the cage. After 3 rounds of mixed martial arts, here are the judges' scores. Judge Hanif scores the matchup 30-27. Judge Vandermeer scores it 29-28. And Judge Woods scores it 30-27. All for your winner by unanimous decision, Alana Cook!
Alana Cook gets her second victory inside the BTC cage, and she will move herself.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the winner, Alana Cook. Alana, that was pretty much flawless victory from start to finish. Is this how you thought the fight would play out? And are you surprised that you were not able to get her out of there because you were close many times?
First of all, let's give a cheer for Andrea. She fucking gave me a tough fight. That girl did not quit. Thank you so much. Takes 2 to tango. Thank you, girl. Yeah, she was super, super gritty. You know, today I wasn't really focused on winning. I wanted just to perform to the absolute best of my abilities. Shout out Mindset Mike. But yeah, I was trying to break her and I was giving it everything I had. NTT's got fucking wrestlers, guys. So we know how to fucking control from on top pressure. Thank you.
Looked great, better than ever. Who do you want to thank and what's next for you? How quickly do you want to get back in the cage?
Well, I don't think BTC has a female bantamweight champion. Let's go for the fucking bell on June 7th. Let's go. I'm ready. Let's have it done, guys.
I would love to see that. Congratulations on an amazing performance. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Alana Cook.
Alana Cook moves to 4-1 as a professional, 2-0 inside the BTC